Yeah, I'm back. Shrine Lil.
So my first group of questions is about the album's process and your rollout visuals that you had. So, well first let's talk about, like, since you released the project, what's the feedback been like, and has it been what you had expected?
Yes. So from releasing the project, from having the project and listening to the project over and over and over and over and over again, you know what I'm saying? Like, and trying to figure out what's gonna be first and what's gonna be ninth, and should this be an interlude, and should this be an outro, and like
all of that happening really was like, okay, once we put that together and we got where we wanted to be, because it was a collective thing, it wasn't just rhymes. Once we got that together and we put it out and everybody felt the same exact way that we felt, it was kind of like, damn.
It was like confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation, but more like we figured it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, more so we figured it out.
Okay.
Like, we figured out this is the process to be able to have a body of work and it get received the way we wanted it received, because it was more like steps that we took to get to where we was going.
Okay.
So beforehand, I was saying on certain projects, at certain times I was winging. You know what I'm saying? And winging it doesn't always mean like I'm flailing around and I'm literally just trying to figure it out.
Right, you figure it out as you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was more something, well, I feel something in this moment, so why not put this song right here? Or I feel this right now because I'm in the studio making this, so let's move this around and add it here, when really, you know, collectively it could have been a better decision made for the outcome to be received better. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I felt on this album.
So you feel like you and the team cracked the code?
Yeah. More so, well, I don't even feel like more cracked the code, but it was like more communication. That's how I feel. We communicated more. It wasn't like I took over a role and somebody else took over a role. It was like everybody was in on every role to make it sound the way it needed to sound, feel how it needed to feel. Even if the lyrics weren't right, like, scratch that. I don't think you should say all them words. I think you can say that in a smaller amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that.
So a very heavy attention to detail across every person who had a hand in the pot.
Yes.
That's dope. All right, so it seems like everybody who had their hands in the pot, everybody in the kitchen played not a specific role, but everybody played their part to the best of their abilities to be able to get the best out of the project. That's dope. So talk about the album's cover art. What does the bear, the teddy bear represent? Is there like a significance in the texture or like the color, the black and white coloring? Just talk about the cover.
First I talk about the black and white. The black and white is just, for us, it was just symbolizing like everything is very straight to the point. Everything is, I don't want you distracted by any colors. I don't want you distracted by this, that, or something that's taking you away from actually what you're looking at or what you're actually hearing. So it was nothing else that I could think of doing the album except for black and white.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why everything ended up being black and white.
Yeah, like even the visuals, the Heavenly Flow visuals, that's all black and white too.
Yeah,
so
I ain't wanted to take away from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard what you heard, you saw what you saw. You don't get to say, oh, well, look at that red shirt Ryan had on. That was hard. They were like, oh, in the head, it got, it's like everything is everything.
Got you.
So that's why I made it black and white. But the teddy bear really, a lot of people ask me about that. It's really bigger than what it is. Like, to me, when I found the teddy bear, it made me feel the way I wanted to feel. So for one, when you look at the teddy bear, if you look at his eyes, for real, it just seemed like something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of times,
like it wasn't like it's not like the emoji teddy bear. It's not perfect.
No.
So that's why I was like, that's why I was thinking, like, is there something to do with like the texture, the fact that it kind of looked like it had been through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So the teddy bear is actually frozen. You know what I'm
Okay.
So it's almost like crystallized. When you're looking at it,
Gotcha.
you really look at it, it's like it's cold. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I feel like, just getting back into the project, a lot of times I feel like as men, we go through that. You know what I'm saying? We try to hold everything in to the point where you don't know how to talk about anything anymore.
To where it kind of turns you cold.
Yes, hard. You know what I'm saying? But what you think when you see a teddy bear is not that at all.
Right. You think innocence, you think delicacy, you think
Total
childhood,
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So that leans back to what I'm saying in the story when I'm trying to tell the story through Precious is it's still representing my kid. You know what I'm saying? Because on half of you looking at a teddy bear like it's the innocence, but then it still represents that man. Because as men, we tend to hold things in and not tell you really what's really going on. We don't feel like you can help it all.
Right.
But that's the whole point that I named it Precious, because you don't want to keep all of that in,
Right.
holding it, and then you break. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the delicacy of that. You be delicate when your innocence is still delicate as much as when you holding a piece of ice, you don't want to drop it.
Right.
And they can break too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like the duality in that meaning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope. Okay, so we talked about, because my next question is going to be about the music video for Heavenly Flows. We talked about the black and white coloring being you just wanting to get straight to the point and not have any distractions. You know what I'm saying? In that video, you went to a lot of different locations. Can you talk about the significance of a couple of those locations? You were in a gym, one of them. You were in front of a church, another one. Just the significance of the locations that you featured in that video.
So Heavenly Flows. First of all, Heavenly Flows came out
Right, 2023, right?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna start there.
Okay.
Heavenly Flows was never supposed to be a part of anything. Heavenly Flows originally was when I felt like I was ready to drop music again because I figured out my life and I know what I want to do and I got the girl I want and I got my son. You know what I'm saying? That song was
And you speak about it in the song, yeah.
That was a coming out song for me almost.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Gotcha.
about to get back on my shit. I'm about to get back on my grind.
Yeah.
What really happened was that was not what was going on at all. That was like it's almost like a false parallel. You know what I'm saying? So,
Or maybe you put that out in hopes that, okay, this is maybe the direction that I want to be going.
no, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it was a false parallel.
Right.
It was prisoner of the moment.
Gotcha.
That's what I say. Like in the moment, it was like, yeah, I got it. But for real, when you peel back the layers, it's like it's not there yet. So just saying, because that was the intro to this album, and because I had made it so long ago, it was perfect for me to always keep that as my intro. So that was the first. I knew that was gonna be the first song on my album, no matter what. No matter what happened, that was gonna be the first song because I wrote the album almost like movie-like. You get what I'm saying? So.
And it flows cohesively. It flows cohesively like that.
Yeah, for sure. Like I wrote it, I really did write it almost like Heavenly Flows is the beginning page of the book.
Got you.
But now you got to read the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To see what really happened. So those places that are in Heavenly Flows, it lends back to the teddy bear, lends back to the cover. You know what I'm saying? Every place that I was at is in Norfolk. You know what I'm saying? And those places, that bridge, across the street from that bridge, we used to go over there and get food all the time. I used to get my hair cut right across from there. I got my first dog from the barber shop with a dude that was cutting my hair right there. When we was at the Boys and Girls Club, I was in the Boys and Girls Club since I was like 4 years old. It wasn't even supposed to let me be there, but my sister was old enough and they felt like I was mature enough to come, and my mom always had to go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that became my second home. You know what I'm saying? So when it was time for me to shoot this video, and being that I wrote the song in that time period, and I'm thinking in my mind like, oh, this is how I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to put myself back in places where, again, like, I didn't feel any pressure. There wasn't pressure when I was going to the Boys and Girls Club as a kid. I just wanted to play ball.
Right.
Like,
It was just you being you.
I just wanted to be with my friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom can't pick me up. She can't pick me up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there was no pressure. There was no expectation. There was no nothing. It was just be yourself. So everywhere I shot, that's what I was trying to get out of that. Like, when you saw this Berkeley bread, you like, I know where that's at, but it's deeper than that. It's like I remember being in this spot.
It's the moments that surround those spots.
Yeah.
It's the moments that you have attached to those spots.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what that whole video was. I didn't want to be anywhere that I didn't feel like, hey, I can release and be myself here.
Yeah. And I kind of gathered that, but I just wanted to ask that question to see if there was anything, you know what I'm saying, deeper. But I could kind of, and shout out to Tight Films, you know what I'm saying, and how they were able to kind of capture that. I kind of gathered that there was meaning to those places, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like a quintessential, we're just pulling up, we're going to find a location. Mm-hmm. You can kind of tell that, okay, these places mean something, you know what I'm saying? And even in the like promotional video that you did that had all of those shots in it, that wasn't a music video, you know what I'm saying? That kind of had you, that you wrote kind of about, you know what I'm saying, the album about. I could kind of see those places before, you know what I'm saying, the video came out, and it's like, okay, these places have meaning. Yeah,
it's something about these places.
Right.
Like, yeah, but like you saying, like you caught it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying, it's for anybody that can catch it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be people that just like the marketing.
Right.
That just like the music.
Right.
It's always deeper than that.
Right.
Like,
and for those who want to know more about the artist and want to know more about the things that they're listening to and the stories that they're listening to, you pay attention to that, and you're like, okay, this may have been the gym where, okay, or this may have been the barbershop where, you know what I'm saying?
Bunch of memories, bro.
Right, and I like that because, like, I like to know stuff about that, about, you know what I'm saying, the Coles, the Kendricks, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that, you know what I'm saying, we know about the K-Dot's mama's van, you know what I'm saying, because of how he, you know what I'm saying, talked about it. And that
all of that stuff.
Right, and that's on the cover, but that has to do with all those moments that come from his childhood.
Yeah, I'm back. Shrine Loop. It's been a minute since I dropped, so just wanna let y'all know I've been watching, I've been listening, fully aware of what's going on in the distance. I'm here to let y'all know who it really is, that's the one. Heavenly flows. In my hood, I see the white right under their nose. Black is beautiful, but it's like none of us knows. Hitting the lottery is all of our ultimate goals. My brother's there want $5 every time I see him. He addicted to playing numbers and shop and go. Hoping one day he'll hit the Caribbean. But over time I watch his pockets go flat, bro. We all living backwards, trying to get ahead doing backstrokes. Fuck the mental health, I'm only worried about my cash flow. I won't see a therapist, cause every time I tell them shit, they tell me that my trauma is the reason I'm an asshole.
During my listening sessions, because I've been running through the album, and like I said, it wasn't an album that, so when I do interviews, some albums I listen to a lot, some albums I listen to only to make sure that I get everything I need to for, you know what I'm saying, the project and for, you know what I'm saying, the conversation. Okay. I may go back to it, but your project was a project to where a lot of the songs were stuck in my head as I was going through my listening, you know what I'm saying? And that just speaks to it being a good body of work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even when I wasn't working on the questions, you know what I'm saying, I would have the songs in my head, you know? So I wanna say, okay, so I just wanna mention, I gathered that there were some songs that address in terms of pressure, right? There were some songs that to me addressed taking on pressure.
Yes.
And then there were some songs that you applied the pressure.
Yes.
And so the songs where you're applying the pressure, I gathered 10K reps, Ducked Off, God Got Me, Zip Codes, and Can't Go No More, to me, were all songs where you were applying the pressure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the other songs were the ones where you were describing the pressure that you were taking on from life. I want to ask, was this contrast intentional, or did it just, as you thought about, okay, I'm writing about pressure and I'm writing from pressure, it kind of just flowed that way?
I'll probably say a little bit of both.
Okay.
Intentional because I wanted these songs, like not about the lyrics at all, about the sound. The sound and the contrast of the sounds made sense for these songs to be grouped with these songs. So that was first. It wasn't until after the fact that it was like you were saying, this feels totally different from the second half. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it wasn't until we grouped the sounds It wasn't intentional. Like we're making this album, and then with this album that we're making, we're gonna make sure that the first half
Right.
is different from the second half.
Right.
Like not at all. Like it was the sound.
So were the songs where you were applying the pressure, was that kind of like a release from the songs where you felt like you were taking on the pressure? It's like, all right, cool, I'm describing the pressure that I'm taking on by, you know what I'm saying, life, by, you know, pressures, by, you know, becoming a father, by, you know, just life in general. Were the songs where you were applying the pressure, like, let me talk my shit, did they feel like, phew, like,
No.
I'm not really talking about nothing crazy, I'm just kind of talking my shit?
Not at all. Not at all. It's more so when I'm saying like I'm giving it off, like I'm being myself finally.
Yeah.
It's none of it. Really, the overall theme from front to back that never changes in any of the songs is that I make mention of God. And me making mention of God is really me saying that God never left me
Throughout all of this.
regardless if it was when I was feeling depressed,
Right.
all the way till I got back to the point where I was saying, yeah, I can't go for nothing no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody getting over on me anymore. It ain't happening. It don't matter who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really the overall sentiment of the ending of the album. You know what I'm saying? But it's up tempo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus what it is in the beginning, where it's like, damn, I did not know you was feeling this pressure. I did not know this was asked of you. You get what I'm saying? So that's the overall thread through everything.
Okay.
To me. It's more so God never left you. Even though you was good, you was bad, you was trying to figure it out, you was playing, you was having a girlfriend, like it didn't matter what was going on.
Yeah.
God never left you in this whole process. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, and I like how powerful that is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's very powerful. All right, so just one quick question about the Heavenly Flows visual before we get into some of the album content. Did you get your hair braided fully during that whole video?
Yeah, actually, we had to tell her to calm down. We had to tell her to hey, shout out my cousin, man. Like she really the one, man.
That's just a dope concept. Just a dope idea in general.
Yeah, like I really wanted her to do it. Like anyway, she do my hair anyway.
Yeah.
But I really wanted her to do it and for it to be her. You know what I'm saying? Because on my end,
She really does your hair.
she really does my hair. That makes it more authentic.
Yeah.
But she's really one of them to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like if anybody came here to get their hair braided, and everybody does hair, it's just her. You know what I'm saying? It's the way that she can braid hair. It's the way that her mind moves when she braid hair. She an artist herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I look at it like, hey, if you willing to do my video, like you my influencer. You know what I'm saying? You my Desi Banks. So you my anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's an influencer for real that can hop in your video and get your shit to pop a little bit. Like I'm looking at her like that. I ain't the one just because I rap, they ain't me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You giving her a platform.
You the one.
Cause the way you getting your art off, she's getting her art off in the video too.
And once they see her, they gonna automatic. Man, I got goosebumps talking about
They
this.
gonna be like, oh shit.
Like I'm dead serious. Like I be like, bro, like she the one for real. Like you got to know, like go book with her, get your hair braided. I'm telling you, you're not gonna want nobody else to braid your hair.
That's
like,
dope, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
dope.
Ultimately, we had to tell her to slow down because you braid my hair too fast. I mean, we ain't got all the shots.
She got in the zone.
No lie.
She got in the zone.
No lie. Like locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. I just like that idea because I think that's something I can't think of. I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying, I know Snoop has gotten his hair braided, but like in terms of like the duration, you know what I'm saying, or of having that be like a shot throughout the whole duration, which is that's dope as shit. And I haven't seen anybody from around here do that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was just dope. All right, so getting into the album content, right? At what age did you hit that game-winning bucket you speak about on Pressures?
Man, I was little as hell.
Word.
Like I was, but I don't want to say I was little as hell because I ain't never played middle school or high school ball.
Yeah.
I was just one of them niggas from the hood. When we got to the rec,
Yeah,
got to the
it was
court,
time to hoop.
like, Nigga, that's Ryan, bro. Like, everybody know goddamn
Yeah.
Ryan, bro. Goddamn can shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I was always one of them. But when we try to play for real, you know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, you not tall enough. Like, we cannot hire you on the team. You a big nigga. We don't want no big niggas out here.
That's why I had to stop hooping, because I was short. That's why I had to
It
stop
was
hooping.
one of them things, you know what I'm saying? But coming from where I come from, all us think we Allen Iverson. So
Right.
like, let's cut the shit.
Right.
Like,
Right.
we all can be AI. So
Right.
nigga, give me the ball and I'm out to work. Like, that's how I feel. But I was young as hell. I was going to the Boys and Girls Club. Actually, we used to travel. We was traveling on the Boys and Girls Club team before they got a real AAU team that just partnered with the Boys and Girls Club. But we was traveling. We went to North Carolina, Rocky Mountain.
Okay.
That's where we went and played another goddamn Boys and Girls Club, and I got down spot some shit at the buzzer at halftime. We was already busting their ass,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? But I spot some shit like at the buzzer.
But a feeling like that can carry.
felt
That
crazy
feeling like that can
different,
carry.
like, yeah, that and another time I was in middle school, it was like some intramural shit, like Tomorrow's Thunder. Anybody that went to Oscar Smith know what Tomorrow's Thunder is. On God, I know y'all know. Like, y'all gonna have to say something after this, but Tomorrow's Thunder was the shit. We used to wake up early as hell in the morning to get on the bus. His name was Mr. Nick, the white nigga. Damn near look like Bill Nye the Science. But this nigga cared, for real. Come to the hood, pick us up early in the morning so we could play basketball before first block. And he used to organize that shit like 8 to 10 teams. Y'all only play the 5 points.
Damn.
Like, and by the end of the year, if your grades right and your team record right, nigga, you going to the championship, and the championship in front of the whole school.
Damn, so they
you
really
know?
had shit on lock.
Yeah, like, we kids, so
Yeah.
that shit was like one of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I
yeah.
used to be in Tomorrow's Thunder.
Yeah, that's some shit you look
like,
forward to fucking all week.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. It was like one of them things. So it was them times where I was just sparking shit. I'm like, man.
Word, but then,
You know what I'm saying?
but I can understand how, like, cause like I played basketball up all the way up until high school, and so I had to stop because 1, short, 2, politics, 3, I got 2 minor concussions. I was
word.
I was a nigga that like always I used to go
To the right.
yeah, I used to go hard as shit. I didn't know how to like, and I'm just learning now how to control my pace. I used to only go at one pace. So you give me the ball and I'm going in whoever's chest it is.
OC.
You know, like they used to call me D Rose, like so but I didn't know how to pace myself. So that's how a lot of my injuries came, because I didn't give a fuck who was at the rim.
Yeah.
I was gonna go up my small ass.
I'm with it.
And I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? You know?
You down here, I'm with it.
Right. So I can understand that that feeling of having an accomplishment on the court and being like, yeah, I'm that nigga and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have, you know what I'm saying, and how you say like the pressures of life that it doesn't always translate. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, you know what I'm saying, me just putting shots up. You know what I'm saying? It's more than that. You know, and you get to that on the album. One of my favorite lines and changes in titles is when you say, I be making mistakes, nigga, my girl gonna leave, she say I'm projecting, all of my fears and insecurities, I walk around like they're my weapons, she hate that I never have nothing to say to her face, cause I'd rather put it in records. Yeah, I just thought that line was just so real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that line was just so real.
I appreciate
and
it.
it was so dope. So I just had to shout that out. Okay, so my next question is, when did the realization arrive that you speak about on Ye Born Again or Ye Born Again?
Yeah.
So like where you had like a change of priorities and you needed like kind of to reach like a different level of maturity. For me, I'll just speak on me real quick. It's been in the 2 years since I've turned 25, and the 2 years since I've been in this crib, since I've been in my own crib. That's kind of pushed me to like, okay, I need like a higher level of maturity. You know what I'm saying? I need a change in priorities. When did that come for you?
I always really been like that. It wasn't like it happened when I was older. Certain things switched when I got older. Certain, like, really what you saying, a different understanding. But if I had to say it, or people around me that know me, I've never really been somebody that's just like, I don't want to say irrational, but just doing shit just to be doing it.
Yeah.
I never really been like that. I always been super mature. I always hung with older people too. So it was like I was put in situations well, I ain't have no choice but to be, button up and I don't want to say suit and tie, but more button up.
Yeah.
Like you have to be aware of your surroundings, aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people thought I was older than what I was, even when I was young, younger anyway.
Because of how you carried yourself.
Just how I carried myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? They knew I was young, but it was just like, damn, how old are you for real? Like, so that's always just been my thing.
Word. And I feel like that was just I feel like that's just the way you were able to put it in the album was it was very important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot switched for me with my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The understanding switched once I had my son. So even getting back to Heavenly Flows, like just stuff I'm talking about in Heavenly Flows is like I realized like I have a son. Like it's not even that the fact that he's here. It's more like I'm here. So it's like I have to take care of him. So now it's certain questions that I'm asking myself or certain situations that I'm in that you really gotta be real. It's not about like what you want or how you feel. It's like a really real thing. Like you have to ask yourself and answer them accordingly. Like don't cheat yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like working out.
Yeah.
Like you can go to the gym and take pictures and everything, but every time you see a nigga, he's still fat. It's like, hold on, like what's going on? You can see it. You cheating yourself. It ain't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with my son, it's certain things that switch for me because I got to.
You gotta be certain.
Yeah,
you gotta be certain,
and you gotta be willing. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that you just you really just don't want to do, but you gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that understanding changed when we talk about Yay Born Again. Like it really switched for me. It's like, is this really a serious? Like everything, it just made me look at it like, is this serious or is this just something that I want to do? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a time for both of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's where the prioritizing comes in.
Yeah.
And it's just a higher level of that.
That's all.
Now that it's not just you. Now that you got
someone else.
Right.
Like,
right.
And that's you. That's on you. Not on nobody else. Like it don't matter if you got family. It don't matter if you got support. Like at the end of the day, that's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? People willing to help you because you are already taking on your responsibility. Nobody want to help you when you're not even responsible yourself.
Facts. They got to see how you're living and how they got to see how much you're doing, and then wanting to help you out in that if you know
facts,
what I'm saying if need be.
Facts. That's what everything though. Like, that's even us doing this interview. Like you ain't trying to fuck with my shit. You ain't looking at my shit like
right.
Bro, locked in for real. I wanna do an interview. Like you know what I'm saying? It's you can apply that to everything. Like you really got to lock it in. And once I knew that, that's really how Yay Born Again was. I was like, damn nigga, I wanna play the game for 8 hours, but for what?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got to. Like I can play the game for 2 hours and then do work out for an hour and then get my other stuff together and do my tech. Like you can break it down, but you never look at it like that before because you ain't have to.
Right. It's not until you have something in that, and not in your way, but something else there that makes you look at everything else differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for me right now, it's place. You know what I'm saying? For others, it may be place kid. You know what I'm saying? For others, it just may be kid. But we all reach different levels of we have something in our life that makes us think about everything else in a different way.
Yes.
And so so quick question, because I'm an album nigga. I like albums. I like bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Pressure so much, because I can turn that bitch on and just let it run. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's not bad.
So I want to ask, why do you feel like because I like interludes. Why do you feel like the interlude needed to go this early in the track list? Because usually sometimes it's later down. You know what I'm saying? But why do you feel like that interlude was the spot for that was right there?
Okay, so
because even Rain feels like an interlude, but it's not.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
it feels like a second interlude, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, so back to the sequencing and the sounds again.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like all the way up until like a month before I put it out. You know what I'm saying? Because when you gotta send it out to distribution, you want to have a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Frame, so if anything come back and it's wrong, you got time to fix it.
Right.
So Yay Born Again that's not Ye Born Again for real. Like, so if we talking about it, if the team talking about it, that's not even a real Ye Born Again. That's the Ye Born Again that came out.
So there was a different version.
Yeah, because it's on. I did that in the rollout.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was the original Ye Born Again, but we changed it just sound wise. You know what I'm saying? It fit way better right before Devil's Advocate. You know what I'm saying? It sounded the way that the new sample sounded. It just sounded eerie, way more eerie, which rolled into Devil's Advocate.
Got you sonically.
Yeah.
So sonically.
Yeah, sonically it matched changing titles and it matched Devil's Advocate. But what I was saying,
it was like a perfect pathway.
Yeah, it was a bridge. Because to me, the intro, the real intro, not Heavenly Flows, like Precious intro.
Yeah. Changing the titles.
Mind Frame.
Yeah.
The titles. To me, those three songs are like peanut butter and jelly, like yams and mac. You know what I'm saying? Like they go together. You can't not play them songs together. They go together. So when the new sample for Ye Born Again came, it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh shit, like
missing puzzle piece.
Now these three feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then really, if you really want to be honest, to me, Ye Born Again is what breaks up everything. Really, Ye Born Again is the real interlude to me because Ye Born Again is not specifically talking about what I'm talking about in the first half, and it's not specifically what I'm talking about in the second half.
Right.
It's really a standout song. Even the way he made the beat is a standout song because now it addresses what my overall theme is. God never left me, but how are you viewing God really? You know what I'm saying?
Or how are you viewing the things that God has allowed to, or the things that are in your life that you may want God to help you with or reprioritize with?
Yeah. I'm just looking at it like, because I took it on like when I'm talking about Devil's Advocate, I was really just saying like I'm cool with these people that sell drugs and do what they ain't supposed to be doing, but I'm also cool with the people in the church and my mama, and you know what I'm saying, I'm cool with everybody there, and I don't look at everybody like that. I feel like we are going through the same thing. We chose a different path, so we still going through the same things though. It don't change, you know what I'm saying? So I'm playing devil's advocate to it, but I'm taking my family because that's something that I firsthand seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to church and you want the image of it, but at the same time, it's like, are you really bearing fruits from what you're doing? If you are not involved or participating, it's not necessarily the church. It's, are you participating? Are you involved? Are you bearing fruit from what you have sown? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people get caught up in just it being the church.
Keep complaining when God gave me a flurry of skills. I'm one of the coldest to ever do it. When I drop, they always telling me chill, could care less how you feel. I'm only locked in with people that's accustomed to real. Took me 27 years just to find me a real. It's up to us to show the covenant to all of the kids. I can never say I won if I ain't tell you I failed. Focus on what's getting done, I'm elevating my skills. My OG say I'm the one, I can't doubt how they feel. I'm at peace with my L's, checking pieces at Zales. Been discreet with myself, can't lie to the masses. Shit, I almost quit rapping. No, I'm back with a passion. These not my raps, they reactions. I've been praying and fasting, been delaying my actions. Have you built on your progress? I see the chains detaching. Hope y'all had a good time in the wake of my absence. It's Ryan Luke, nigga.